Welcome to the 2020 Dog Days Ale on Paws show dances and other entertainments. We originally set aside 2 hours for this video presentation, but not all the teams represented here sent videos, so we will be through in just under 50 minutes. Plan accordingly. In a normal year, we would have been dancing in Watkins Glen this morning, performing for an audience of enthusiastic Morris dancers and whatever innocent bystanders we could drag into our net. Ah, well, let's look on the bright side. It might have been raining. It might have been 90 degrees in the shade. And instead, you can sit in the comfort of your own home and chat online while watching videos on YouTube. Some of them newly created for your pleasure, some of them barrel-aged. To start the show, we have a demonstration of how the COVID-19 pandemic has inspired our friends, the Not-for-Joes. So lean back, take a deep breath, and just relax. It won't hurt, really. It only feels a little bit like you're having brain surgery without an anesthetic.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you from Mayotte and David's anti-pandemic paradise in Pawcatuck, Connecticut, we are the Not-for-Joes with a dance called 5 Easy Swabs.
Brooke Garland always adds a special feeling to our ales when they dance the rose. The audience, including Morris dancers and non-Morris people, always gets involved in this dance. This video was recorded in Trumansburg, New York at the 2013 Hounds Ale. normal year, we see our friends Red Herring from Boston at NEFA in April, and again at their own Kettle of Fish Ale before the Hounds Dog Days Ale. This year, we're just glad to have so many herrings participating online in our ale. For their show dance, here is a performance of Twiglet from NEFA.
From Belmont, we are the Boston area's finest and only Border Morris team. And this dance is called Twiglet, and we learned it from a traditional English source called YouTube.
John, can you see if I'm recording? This is too dim for me to tell.
You're recording.
Good.
Could be really good.
Bokingbrook Morris, with both men's and women's sides, have been dancing so many years, they rarely bother to record themselves in performance anymore. Their video for this ale is Rambling Sailor.
Bergman, the Swedish filmmaker. Some of the old stuff where they have more people.
teams who want to keep practicing despite the pandemic is recruit married couples. Here are Julie and Pete Schultz of the Bassett St Hounds dancing Mr. Dolly for Two with their musician, safely distanced 45 miles away. I've been on Morris teams for more than 30 years now. It is exciting to see new teams appear and thrive. The next video is from one of those more recent arrivals, Stick in the Mist from Western Massachusetts.
My name's Bill. I'm the current foreman of Stick in the Mist Morris from Western Massachusetts. For those of you that don't know who we are, we're a mixed gender border team, and we've been around for 8 years. And we originally started out with 6 people and no musicians, and now we're up to 16 people with 6 musicians who also dance. We have a fairly good sized repertoire, most of which that we learned from others, and really appreciate all the mentoring that we've been given. Now we have 5 or 6 dances that we created ourselves that we do most of the time, and that's about it. The show dance that we're going to have for the ale this year is a dance that was created by one of our members. It's called Peg's Dance, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.
Make up your mind. Face the bar.
Okay. That's good, right?
Challenge this
Snowbelt Morris of Rochester, New York, does both border and Cotswold dances. During the pandemic, however, they are only practicing Cotswold so that they can maintain safe distancing. This, too, sometimes creates other interesting problems. Here is Snowbelt dancing Candlemas Eve.
And now, Snowbelt Morris presents the dance Candlemas Eve in the style of the village of Campton in the Bush, the oldest village in the world.
There you go. You guys got it.
Some of the participating teams at the Ale did not send us any videos, so we were glad Hartsburg Garland found 2 to share. Here they are at the 2019 Dog Days Ale, performing England's Glory.
I'm not gonna ask questions. He's in rebellion. What?
We needed a wall hanging.
After receiving a video request email for virtual NEFA, On the Border decided to find a way to dance responsibly during COVID. They painstakingly measured and taped 6-foot markers on the ground and rebuilt the dance Ragged Crow to fit the new parameters. Here's the result.
Coming to you from a random street in an undisclosed location, but safely distant on the border, Mars brings you a properly 6-foot apart Ragged Crow.
Bassett Street Hounds are known for creatively remembering dances in the border tradition. In other words, we make them up. Here is our homage to Lewis Carroll, Hunting the Snark, as performed at the 2019 Kettle of Fish Ale in Boston.
Who is calling? I haven't seen any snarks.
I might be calling you.
All right. Have you ever been a snark?
I am not a snark.
Don't name names. Don't name names.
I saw one.
You don't want to be like your wife.
Running by somewhere in this general vicinity. It's right around here. I'm sure. Right around here. Yeah.
Oh, are you hunting it?
That sounds good.
Okay.
We are hunting the snark.
Are you ready? I'm not.
I think I am. Okay.
Are you ready? Okay.
This time. Go to 8. I think there's snarks around here. Hunt the snark.
Uh-oh.
Hold up.
Because the Green Mountain state of Vermont has enjoyed very low COVID case numbers, On the Border has continued to meet in person. Don't we all wish we could do that? However, their meetings are extremely secret. Watch what happens when Morris dancers in their natural habitat are unexpectedly seen. As I mentioned, I've been involved in Morris for many years, designing our ale t-shirts since 2000, but also writing a new mumming play for Syracuse's May Day celebrations since 1989. This final video commemorates those many plays. Syracuse, the mumming play is written new for each year's May. Familiar characters return, and every year a lesson's learned. The narrator opens the show. She tells us what we need to know, what challenges now face the nation, how serious the situation. A king there is. Imperfect, he displays the flaws we clearly see in office holders, elective. But through the trials he endures, returning, if he isn't cured, at least he gains perspective. For 30 years, I, with my daughter, have set the king up to be slaughtered and brought him back, a wiser soul, less selfish, with more self-control. So many plot lines we have run. Same-sex marriage, that was fun. Immigration, climate change, even pandemic, ain't that strange? 2008. The Queen's gold locks and long gray beard are always greeted with loud cheers.
God save the Queen!
For in the end, she saves the day and brings us safely back each May. Conniving counselors are required, their selfish practices inspired by what we see from folks in power. They strut and preen and grasp and glower. They play the poor king for a fool and use his flaws to build their rule. He dies or almost dies each year because he can't or will not hear. The country's reputation is stained. The citizens protest in vain. The courtiers grab for more, more, more. Stop me if you've heard this before. The king must die. Oh, let me count the ways he has expired in all those 30 plays. Once strangled by his counselor's pink slip. Once his own hands delivered the death grip. Once he was pushed over the fiscal cliff. Mortified by shame, poisoned, homeless and adrift, each year we've dreamed a new fate to befall. By now, there are too many to recall. Enter the doctor. What a quack. She brags that she has quite the knack. One year the doc's an herbalist, the next a trainer or an alchemist, a shrink, spin doctor, Dr. K. Whatever, it's not my day. She may have cures for gout or stitch, but those won't scratch our kingdom's itch. When all seems lost, the Queen steps in to give the wheel another spin by calling in the rapper team. Well, yes, it's absurdity extreme, but they display within their unity the strength and power of community. The magic of the rapper dance awakes the king from his deathly trance. The evil courtiers run away, and then we wish you happy May. This year, we did our thing on Zoom. Next year, we hope live plays resume. Then we will hear the cheers and the catcalls as characters take verbal pratfalls. Let's show our leaders how we feel and oust the grasping courtiers real. Defeat this virus, take back control, and turn our country toward new goals. Too long we've been seduced by greed and so ignored our world's true needs. Let's stand together and stand strong. We'll hug our friends before too long.
So we want you all to open hearts and minds. We are all part of humankind. Give aid to strangers met along the way. And join us now to celebrate the
This concludes our video presentation of show dances and other entertainments. We hope it will not be necessary to do this again next year and that we can resume our normal, pleasantly eccentric lives without fear of infecting our friends, colleagues, and families. Thank you for watching and stay safe.